literally coaching the Natural Born Thrillers. The Thrillers are certainly one of the more preeminent groups in all of WCW right now, and I dare say that Kevin Nash had a profound impact on that. As a matter of fact, Scott, I think you would agree, they became much better wrestlers in that short period of time under his guidance than they were beforehand.
Absolutely, and they're still riding the crest of that wave right now. Even though they didn't win those tag team belts, they do have the belts and the titles. And look at the arrogance across the face of Mike Sanders.
They won the belts before Nash and Page stole them for a little while. And I gotta say something. I give Page all the credit. What's going on here in a minute?
Say something later, because guess what? It's time for the boss.
Good.
A man whose name, whose career has been synonymous with the Starrcades over the years. The very first one named in his honor, entitled A Flair for the Gold. He's now the boss.
Commissioner Sanders, you don't think for a moment when I gave this match to Kevin Nash and Diamond Dallas Page that you were going to be allowed to run around out here?
Well, why not? He's the commissioner.
You got a manager's license, but if you take one step towards the ring tonight, the match is over. They're the champs.
Oh! Wow. Oh, what a power play this is. They can win this thing by default.
If you take one step towards the ring, DDP, Big Sexy, automatically are the World Heavyweight Tag Team Champions.
Oh, why don't you gift wrap it for him, Grandpa Walton? That is such a terrible, terrible decision.
Just like he gift wrapped it and gave it
One
to these two
foot
guys.
in the ring.
1 foot in the ring.
Short and sweet and crystal clear. Sanders has been hamstrung.
1 foot in the ring was the last thing the boss said before he walked out of the ring area. And so now for Commissioner Mike Sanders.
Well, I got to point out here one thing. I'm going to give Page
Let's remind him. Let's remind him. Just want to remind you what Ric Flair said.
What Ric Flair had to say. All right? Ric Flair don't run this company. I run this company.
I think Flair would take issue with that. Doesn't he sign your paycheck? Doesn't Flair sign your paycheck?
Ric Flair is not going to take issue. And don't screw with the belts. All right, Cupcakes? I love you, man.
Well, wait a minute.
Cupcakes and Mark Madden seem to go hand in hand.
Hey, I want to point something out here. Can I speak? I'm going to give Page a lot of credit. He may be 45, but he looks great like he's 35, and he wrestles like he's 25. But you can't change one's thing. Palumbo and Stasiak are 25. Younger, stronger, and faster ain't always going to win the race, but it sure is the way to bet. These guys got it all over Page and Nash in a big way.
Oh, but you got to give experience some credit.
Look at
but
this.
Look at Palumbo. He's tagging off on Kevin Nash.
Palumbo has kicked into high gear. He's got the adrenaline flowing, a surge of energy, and not many people can say they've done that to Nash. And Nash comes right back and hammers Palumbo in the corner. He'll do it at the other end.
These guys are ready to go at Starrcade. This one may be over quick.
Oh, and again. Chuck Palumbo. About 30 seconds ago, he was in charge, and now he's trying to call timeout.
Hey, the bottom line is, early on, the elder statesman may enjoy an edge based on adrenaline, but sooner or later that adrenaline's gonna run out. And then the young studs, the perfect event, they're gonna take over. It's got to be that way.
We'll see. Is this tonight, though, that Diamond Dallas Page and Kevin Nash reacquire the World Tag Team Championship? And Palumbo's begging for a timeout.
I've got to give credit where credit is due to Ric Flair. The call he made in awarding the tag team titles back to the perfect event was not very popular, and it may have been ill-advised, but Ric Flair said it's not who's right, it's what's right, and that was the right thing to do. Thus, here we are at Starrcade, a title defense with Thrillers and the Insider.
A man who exemplifies the boss Ric Flair, everything that Starrcade means, everything that Starrcade has meant to us over the years, and to you, the great fans, amidst that time. Nash comes up, DDP time in the ring. Diamond Dallas Page takes flight. How about that? He'll make her cover. 1, 2, and he...
Yeah, good thinking. It's that easy to pin Chuck Palumbo.
No, it's not, but he wants Palumbo to know he's in it to win. Palumbo puts the brakes on, and he gets his timeout that he's been frantically calling for the last 3 minutes or so.
Frantically? Right there was as cerebral as it gets. That's maybe a hasty retreat, but it gets him a rest. It makes Page and Nash have to think about what's going on there. Think about how they spot natural ability to the perfect event. They have to think about the fact that they're facing athletes that are stronger, faster, and better. Yeah, I'm right. That's what hurts.
Sanders needs to keep 1 foot out of that ring. If he puts 1 foot in, this one's over.
Let's not forget also, between Diamond Dallas Page and Kevin Nash, we're talking well over 20 years experience, getting close to 30 years of experience between them in the ring.
Oh.
They've forgotten, it's a cliche, man, and you'll nail me on it, but they've forgotten more about this sport than these two guys have ever learned.
I think they've forgotten most of what they knew.
Line.
Oh, perfection. Sean Stasiak with a high foot and the quickness of Diamond Dallas Page and the strength. One arm, sending the steel steps around. We got a low bridge. Sean Stasiak.
Let's attack the groin. That's real noble. Real noble. There's your good guy, DD me.
I don't think he claims to be the good guy. I think he claims to be a man who wants to be a tag team champion again.
You can't stop, can you? You just can't help yourself.
What do you mean?
On the side of the head. Sean Stasiak, perfection. One half of the world tag team champion and a man just overrun with arrogance. But he's been able to back it up. No denying that. A back elbow. Page ducked the next one. Belly to belly. Great execution. 1, 2, no.
Now right there, that's experience. I'll give Page that. Experience paid off. He had a counter for the counter, but teamwork saved the perfect event right there.
And inexperienced Palumbo turned his back. Diamond
cutter!
Oh,
so close.
We all saw that coming, and now the pickup. Wow, he chokeslammed him. What power to get the man up, and almost kept him down, only a 2. He's going for it again.
Diamond Dallas Page and Kevin Nash. Can Nash and Page one more time become tag team? What a jungle kick from Palumbo.
He turned right into it at Page, and Page out back on the mat. Stasiak is the legal man. Let's make sure we watch and see who the legal man is.
Yeah, you keep track of that, Tony.
Well, we fell in that problem last month. That's what brought us to this match.
A lot of people think Chuck Palumbo is just a typical wrestler, but he does look like a typical jock, I'll say that. But he watches tapes, he practices at the power plant, he's always trying to get better. He already has one of the best punches in the business. I'm sorry, you guys really underestimate the perfect event. Sean Stasiak taking over now.
Number 1, 2, and a 2 count. The wrong man
was ready.
Yeah, he was. Go ahead, Scott.
Don't ever forget, there has to be a changing of the guard at some point. Are we going to see a legitimate changing of the guard tonight between the perfect event and the insider? The perfect event they know in their heart of hearts, they can't claim to be the real champs until they win this match.
Page. And him on either end that time, and then over the top, an underhook suplex. And a pity combination. 1, 2, no. Page out and 2. A lot of reserve left in Page on that kick out.
By the same token, can Page and Nash claim to be the World Tag Team Champs unless they win this match? I don't think so.
So what you're saying, the winner of this match can make claim without question to being the best tag team in WCW.
I'll buy that. Good analysis there, Einstein. I mean, they'll have the belts.
In the midst of all of this exchange, this verbal banner, we are seeing, look at Diamond Dallas Page. How many times throughout his illustrious career have we seen Page rise up again, seemingly out of the dead, with a surge of energy, but in midstream cut off by the power of Chuck Palumbo.
Well, Page should have tagged, but he had to get his offense in. He had to keep trying for the win. DD me being selfish. These two guys, Nash and Page, they got egos. The perfect event as a team.
Tag back in. They are working as a fluid tag team. They have kept Page in their corner. They are looking like what they are right now, and that's the WCW Tag Team Champions.
And Kevin Nash is at the ready in the corner. If Diamond Dallas Page can get to the corner, watch out for the damage to be inflicted by the 7-footer. But look at the perfect event, cutting the ring in half, not letting Page get anywhere near. So tantalizingly close, but a kick in the ribs sends DDP back to the wrong part of town.
Yeah, but Chuck should use his head here. Chuck should be going after Page, not Chuck Nash.
Now look at Nash looking on. Diamond Dallas Page desperately needs a tag, and he knows it. But like any big-time player, any big-time athlete,
Watch Sanders.
Diamond Dallas Page realizes when the big game's on the line, he wants the ball. He'd like to be in there. Sanders, as you said, Scott, cannot get in the ring. 1 foot in the ring, and he stayed away from it that time.
What kind of pressure is Sanders under?
Hey, 1 foot in the ring. The CEO, Ric Flair, has 1 foot in the grave. As soon as he dies of natural causes, Sanders can do whatever he wants.
Would you calm down with that kind of talk?
Oh,
That's
look
ridiculous.
at Page.
Here comes Page.
Like a cage animal firing back, but too many fists. Two more!
Oh!
And one headbutt to boot. Sanders felt that one all the way at the apron of the ring. Oh, boy, look at this.
Page keeps coming back, Tony. You got to say that. He keeps coming back no matter what. Even when he's not trying to, he inflicts damage.
The drama is building.
But Page is down.
Is Page going to make that tag? Tag in Palumbo. Page crawling, clawing, scraping, pulling himself up for all he's got, all the reserve that he has left. He gets kicked in his very vulnerable rib cage. Ribs that have been taped many, many times throughout the years here in WCW. Look at the arrogance of Palumbo doing the bang into the hard cameras while Page, again, where does he get this from? He's amazing! Diamond Dallas Page is a fighter! Diamond discus lariat! Down goes Palumbo, but does he have enough left to make the tag? My God, he is so close.
Bottom line, Page punched himself out. If instead of having the discus lariat, as you called it so well, Gordon Soley, if he'd have run past him and made the tag, Nash would be in there, and the insides would have a chance here. Page did the wrong thing. He has a lot of heart, a lot of fire, but he did the wrong thing. Admit it.
He did the wrong thing, but you got to fight your way out of the corner. You can't just stand there. You got to fight. Page is absorbing everything. Look at this. His left eye's open. I do believe.
He was absorbing it and dishing it out, and once again, both men are down. Page desperately needs to make the tag to Nash. Nash at 7 foot just can't reach far enough to tag in DDP.
See, now there, Palumbo made the wrong move. Palumbo shouldn't have stood there trading punches. He should have cut the ring off and forced Page back into the corner where Stasiak was.
What human drama we are seeing here. Oh, an undercut that time.
That could have been a low blow.
That was a low blow, and look at the arrogance of Palumbo. Connecting with the side of the head of Kevin Nash. Page fights him off. He made the tag! Here he comes. Big, sexy, former world champion. Upwards of 7 foot in every bit of 350 pounds. Look at this. Dismantling the world tag team champions individually.
That, my friends, was a hot tag. And Kevin Nash is wiping the floor with the perfect event.
Into the ropes, big foot, Palumbo down, Stasiak on the outside.
Boy, I've seen Nash when he's like this. He's pretty unstoppable when he has the mind to be, no doubt about that.
Oh!
Wait a minute!
But,
Son of a gun! He didn't get in the ring to do that. I guess it's okay.
meanwhile, double team, perfect event. Oh no, they pulled it off. No, 1, no, 2, no, he kicked out, he's still in it.
Sanders, he was on the apron. Was he in there? Oh, Stasiak.
He was not in the ring. Sanders was not in the ring.
You're right, he was not in the ring. That was the call. But he took the belt to
Diamond
Stasiak.
cutter. Diamond cutter on the outside.
Don't do no good on the outside.
You're exactly right.
It hurts, believe me.
In the inside, Nash, the recipient of a belt shot, could be over. 1, 2, whoa, wait a minute, Diamond Dallas Page.
Damn that Page.
He's fighting to become a champion yet again. What do we got here? It's Jindrak. It's O'Hare.
Sean O'Hare, Mark Jindrak, the Thrillers, the rest of the Thrillers are out.
Diamond
Oh,
cutter.
Diamond cutter.
Page has been a one-man assault team until one kick from Sean O'Hare laid him out. Sean O'Hare going up top. What do we got here?
Oh, he was going to hit the Swanton.
And it would have been a disqualification.
No.
Yes, it would have been.
Ric Flair said nothing about the other Thrillers out here.
Oh, come on now. You know the rules as well as I do. Kevin Nash, for all that he's worth, pulls himself up with every reserve he's got left. Shoots the big man in. And down goes Palumbo.
John Stasiak is still out on the floor.
Oh, wait a minute.
Down come the straps.
It's business time in the nation's capital. Oh, he cranked that one, didn't he?
Are we going to see new tag team champions?
Jack
A little
Knight,
message for Chuck.
powerbomb.
Oh, he spiked him. He spiked him.
And a cup. 1, 2. New champion. New champion.
Damn them.
Champion.
Damn them, Tony. Wait, was the right man pinned?
Of course he was.
Yes, he was.
He was, okay.
The Insiders regain the WCW Tag Team Championship that will go down as quite a